What is up, YouTube? It is the Ville Outdoors here. Today is the afternoon of March 16th. Earlier this morning, or last week for you guys, you saw me fishing a different delayed harvest creek that I haven't been to before. And we caught a total of 9 trout, 8 rainbow trout, and 1 brown trout, including one that could have been my PB rainbow trout, which was big dog, big fish. But we are at my local delayed harvest section now, doing some fishing today. We're working with our usual trout setup. We got the Ugly Stik Elite with a Shimano Sedona 2500 reel, and we got Leland's 4-pound S.O.S trout line on there. And of course, we are rocking with the one and only Trout Magnet. I used this at the end of my video earlier this morning, or last week for you guys. And it caught, I think, 4 or 5 trout for me in that video. So we're gonna see what kind of damage it can do today. So, beautiful day out here, almost 70 degrees or approaching 70 degrees. And we got a pretty quiet afternoon on the creek, not too many people here. So we're gonna see what kind of damage we can do on the old Trout Magnet. Not trying to do anything too special, just trying to have fun. I'm on spring break right now, so just got to get out in the nice weather while I can, because on Monday I will be back to school and things aren't going to be too fun anymore. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Oh my gosh, I almost got absolutely T-boned there by a trout. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully we can catch some for you guys this afternoon. I know we did this morning, but let's see if we can repeat that success. Alright guys, well, I did move to the Pickering Creek, like I said, was a possibility. And I just got my first one. Water's a little cold, but there we go, on the Gold Trout Magnet. Nice easy catch and release. Gonna go ahead and take a shot and let this guy go. There he is. Alright, let's take a shot and let this guy go. Alright. Nice easy unhooking. There he goes. Nice healthy release. Just how we like it. Whew. Literally my second or third cast in this hole after I got here. There we go, guys. Another fish on. There we go. Second one at the Pickering Creek. Gonna go ahead and release this guy. Not a bad one. 35 minutes into fishing, I already got 2. Might have to make this a whole separate video. Guys, fish on. Oh gosh. This one came out of nowhere. Swiped at it. I hooked him right on the side of the mouth. He just shook the hook out, but that is number 3 at the local creek after fishing a little while away. We're gonna go ahead and take a shot of this guy and then we're gonna let him go. Alright guys, here's our rainbow trout here. Not a bad one. Just gonna go ahead and let him go here. Get the water moving back through his gills. Off he goes. He's swimming the wrong direction though. He'll figure it out eventually. Alright, so we're up to 12 total on the day. Number 3 at this spot. Not a bad day. And it's like 12 o'clock right now, which is surprising for a trout to be biting at this time, but guess they're hungry for lunch. So am I, but the fish are still biting. I'm not gonna complain. Guys, fish on. This is a nice one here. Don't want to lose this one. This is a good size one here. Get in the net. Let's go. Brute. Another absolute brute. Holy cow. That's a nice one, guys. Hopefully my camera isn't soaked. Alright, I'm going to try and get this guy out of the net to take a nice photo of him. I think he bent out the hook on this thing. Relax, relax. Alright guys, well that fish got away while I was taking pictures of it. But that was a nice one. That was a nice one. Probably close to the size of the one I caught earlier today. I don't know which one was bigger. But both very good size rainbow trout. At least for me. Guys, fish on. Another nice size rainbow trout. We're just catching absolutely brutes out here. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say, but that is another beautiful trout. Alright guys, gonna try and unhook this guy without fumbling him. Alright, there he is, guys. Another absolute behemoth for the Pickering Creek. Oh boy, he's ready to go. Both of those big boys came out of the same hole. How about that? I think I might have to make this 2 separate videos. Pickering video might be shorter, but it's a little too much to put in one video. And that's more content. That's what you guys want, content, right? Yeah, so we'll just make it 2 separate videos. I like that. Especially since we caught 4 now. Oh, that would have been 5. That one came all the way up from the bank. From the brink. Our trout magnet is getting absolutely demolished. But I'm okay with that. Because we are catching some brutes. That's B-R-U-T-E-S, brutes. Fish on, guys, fish on. Took me long enough, but I got him. Oh no, he's splashing. We got him. There's bigger ones than that, but that's the one we got. And I'm okay with that, because that's number 5 or 6 of the afternoon here. Just a wee little guy. Probably a 10 or 11 incher, something like that. Alright. There he is. And there he goes. Just using this Gold Trout Magnet. We got some current here in front of us with some deep pockets in it, and we're just casting upstream, letting our lure get down farther in the water column where these trout hang out at. They won't sit up in the water too much unless they're looking for food on the surface. So what I'm seeing with my polarized lenses here is a lot of these trout are hanging closer to the bottom. So we're just casting our trout magnet upstream. That way it gets down faster. And then we're just giving little twitches of the rod and moving the reel like a half or a quarter of a turn every second. And that's how I've been catching all these fish today, both in the last video and in this video, because that technique never fails me. When it's bright and sunny out, the trout really won't hit anything that moves too fast unless they're really hungry. So I try and stay away from like spinners and jerk baits and crankbaits and all that stuff, because it can work in some situations, yes, but I just love jigging for these trout. It's slower. A lot of people don't like slower, but it's effective, I will say that. Gonna see if I'll get lucky enough to get one more, and then I think I might wrap it up sooner or later, because I have not had lunch yet and it's probably approaching 1:30 right now. I had breakfast at like 6:30, so you can imagine I'm pretty hungry right now. Fish on, guys, fish on. Is this a brown trout? It is a brown trout. Look at that. I stirred up so much dirt right there. That is number 6 or 7 of the day, of the afternoon, I should say. Nice little brown trout. Let's go ahead, take a shot, and release this guy. I like this one. It's got nice little red spots on it, kind of mimicking those wild trout. There he is. Nice little brownie. Back in the water he goes, off to swim another day. I didn't think they stocked this far down, but you never know. Might as well give it another cast and see if there's anything else stirring in there. What a surprise. I am stirring up a lot of dirt though, which is not a good thing. But as long as it stays behind us, that's good. When it gets in front of us, that's bad. Alright guys, I think that is going to do it for our afternoon fishing session. I think we ended with about 6 or 7 trout. Fished pretty much all of the open holes from the top of the delayed harvest down to the bottom. Decent afternoon, I would say. You know, most of our fish were average size, but we caught those 2, both out of the same hole, that were absolute units, at least for this creek. I know there's some bigger ones they stock occasionally, but those are probably on the upper end of the size of trout they stock in this particular creek here. So I'm pretty satisfied with our afternoon session. Really had good luck pretty much all day. Started the morning session off good, which you saw in last week's video, and we had a good afternoon session too. All of our fish this afternoon came on the Gold Trout Magnet with the 1/64 ounce jig head. Like I said, I described my technique a little earlier. It's casting upstream and then letting the lure drift downstream just a little bit. Let it sink the bottom for about a second or two, but don't let it hit the bottom. You just got to bounce it up and down ever so slightly. Like move the rod probably 1 to 2 inches up here and there, maybe even less than that. Just like a little tap with your finger here, something like that, that would work too, to get that lure a little extra action rather than just having it drift through the current. And that's what entices these fish to bite. Big ones came out of a little bit more swifter current than what we have in front of us here, and that's a little bit easier to fish just because the current's running over the water. You got running water, it's harder for the fish to see you just because the water is so rippled. They can still see you, it's just harder for them to see you, but it makes it easier to catch because of that, like, little camouflage yourself with the water type thing. But yeah, good day all in all. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. Probably a little shorter than some of the normal ones, but still caught a good amount of fish. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, learned a little something, and I will see you guys on the next episode of the Ville Outdoors.